Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Indigo here. Hope you're having a good day or a good night. I just started channeling um, something, so I'm just gonna share it. But it's essentially about like a lot of us have a lot of displaced, um, unhealthy, toxic family dynamics, and a lot of us have been experiencing so much time of being at war with people who we didn't know that we were even related to, based on some type of hidden truth of our bloodline. And I also feel like this goes in tandem with the way of the world and how it's changing, especially with the information, the knowledge that is being presented to the world on a internet standpoint. I feel like a lot of things that are out in the open now were things that were hidden, and like in order to actually know about these things or have any clarity or truth, you would have to really be seeking this knowledge out, whether it comes from text or from spirit. And I feel like right now a lot of us are going through situations that are removing us from a narrative by giving us access to the truth. In turn, that truth is going to change our whole entire reality. Okay, so we all know in the tarot community there's been talk of inheritances and houses and businesses and land and things that belong to those who are of a certain bloodline, and it is being restored for us. Okay, and then the truth of the matter of why our lives were so hard is also being given to us. And then on top of that, a lot of us are experiencing deaths as soon as we are experiencing births. So at this time, you could be finding out certain information of something that you know you lost, that maybe at this point I don't feel like you have any type of emotional attachment to. Um, and it's also coming with the birth of something. So I was also channeling royal bloodlines assembling. Okay, there could be a lot of you who are going to be losing children, and some of those children that will be lost are going to have had bared children, and are leaving them with you for you to raise them. Okay, and because of who you are, the teachings and the understandings that you have, you're going to be embedding these within these children, which some of these children could be quote unquote karmic, right? We're all karmic at some point, so it's not really like a bad thing to say, right? um, you're going to be helping these children ascend in a quicker time, okay, which is changing the fate of the world. um, Queen of Pentacles, High Priestess energy is definitely giving me Mother Earth Healer, Grounder, okay? And then also the swimmer, the deep diver, the able to take on these emotions and these circumstances because you have been being prepared for these things your whole entire life. Okay, yeah, you got the part. Yo, I really feel like this is like really like when I'm like seeing like the being crowned thing, like this is really you being crowned, but then this is also you like, yeah, Ten of Pentacles is what I was seeing, like you taking responsibility for your whole entire bloodline. Okay, and not big on the whole feeling things right behind that. So I feel like there are moves that you're going to be making that are completely avoidant of emotion, okay, and more logical. So this is even giving me the energy of you caring for children who are descendants from people that have wronged you, but because you understand that they're attached to your bloodline, and how over time that exclusion or that pushing out, that distance that people have created between certain people that are in their bloodline, um, has been a thing because of people's inability to forgive and see the bigger picture. I feel like forgiveness is something that is lost on this bloodline, and forgiveness does not mean reconciliation, but when you think about not reconciling with the innocent child who had absolutely no um, part to play in the things that happen against you, you kind of begin to understand what forgiving people for themselves means and not just for yourself. Um, anything on spirit. Yeah, but in like an energy of purging, um, purging, coming out of my shell, coming out of myself. Okay, coming out of the energy in which it is that I have been in lately. People have been asking me about my original name and then the name that I go by now, which I'm changing my name to. And it's funny because they always ask, so the name, they always ask what the name is that's on my documentation and wants me to verify which name it is. And a part of me felt like, oh, I wonder, are these people trying to make me build an attachment to my old self that I've already literally went through the hells and high waters with? Are they trying to remind me of that version of myself? Because there's not a day that I'm not reminded of that version of myself, seeing as much growth it is that I've done on myself and having my past self to reflect that on. So I'm like, the intention is not clocking. The intention is not clocking because I am indigo. Like everybody who doesn't know that will know that, right? They want me to feel suppressed into being my old self. And it's like, no, I'm gonna stand on what the fuck I feel and what the fuck my reality is. Anybody who can't respect it, because it's like people be trying to play games and like, yo, I'm not even with the game, motherfucking playing, bitch. So don't even start. I'm getting real cold and cut and dry with the shit. Okay, yeah, because I'm a fucking government study who's an earth angel, who's an earth sign. Okay, and these motherfuckers are in love with my soul, my heart, and love with my being. Because they didn't even know that this shit was real, yo. Because there's been so many fucking light years of motherfuckers not seeing because we were not fucking risen to being. But now, bitch, I am. Always have been, always will be, ho. And it's people testing me out of projection, out of their projection of their inability to know self away from who they were taught to be. And I feel like each interaction that I have with people awakens people up to who it is that they actually are and not who the fuck it was taught to be. Whether it's somebody who was taught to fucking be racist and they start to see like, oh, there's shit that I didn't know about black people, or that black people's history that I didn't fucking know about, that contributes to the way society has them depicted in my reality, bitch. And I've met this fucking earth angel, the truth behind my fucking people. Yo, needing a spiritual cleanse, it's like my energy, bitch, I come around people and it cleanses their fucking energy. It awakens them to fucking self. Like, it's not rocket science. It's very fucking, well, actually, it is, and it's being studied. The science about our people came with the slaughtering of our people. Yo, it's came with, they've had to dissect and do so many things to understand what the fuck we are. And they still have very lack of understanding. Like, bitch, and if it's like, if you want to run from the truth, then you'll never be able to understand. And I feel like this is some shit being in motherfuckers' faces. Like, even when I think about people like Erykah Badu or fucking Sierra, fucking Tyla, certain people who are heavily connected to their bloodline, their ancestral practices, and the understanding of where it is that they fucking derived from. Like, yeah, bitch, the magical shit that they talk about, ho, is motherfucking real, and it comes from our people. And that shit's coming out too, like, and it's all coming out with the rising of a certain particular bloodline that stabilizes and creates and paves the fucking way for us so that we don't have to deal with what the fuck is going on out here in this motherfucking world, yo. And when we think about resources and how certain resources are leaving certain people and then being brought back into other people's lives, people think about, oh, Trump is just protecting all of us and blah, 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 blah. It's like, yo, if you knew what the fuck was coming for you, you understand his mission in an entirety. But yeah, that's the fucking reading that I got. And I need to drink some water because I'm gonna pass out. But I love you guys. Bye.